Welcome students. So after a long time we are again meeting through this video lecture. I wish all of you are well and safe, and I first of all congratulate all of you for you are being promoted in second year. Now you are in the core department of civil engineering from a basic department humanities and science. Now you are in the civil engineering department, and I wish you should have an approach of a civil engineer from now. You should think like a civil engineer, you should behave like a civil engineer, you should observe like a civil engineer, you should observe the various civil engineering activities going around you. So because you are supposed to be a civil engineer, and you are supposed to see these activities. So with this today I feel that all of you have I feel all of you have, I believe that all of you have attended the induction program, and you have your timetable with you. So in this particular lecture, I will be introducing you the subject. In the basic or first year, you have learned many some civil engineering subjects like basic surveying. Okay, so you have learned the basic surveying. You have seen. You know that what is leveling, what is bearing, okay, what is ranging. These things you have learned very well. Okay, now also you've seen that various basic instruments used for the surveying. Okay, now for in the second year, the subject known as advanced surveying is there. So this advanced surveying is a bit higher level than that of basic surveying. Okay, so what boards rationale given for this subject means, what is the importance of this subject which is given in the syllabus of the MSBT. That syllabus I will be sharing with you people on the Google Classroom. So I wish all of you, I request you to see and go through it before starting viewing these lectures. Okay, now what the rationale is given to us, I have just summarized it, which you can see in the PPT behind me. That is, the various instruments are available nowadays which are precise and time saving and easily operative. Okay, so further the remote sensing and GIS, geographical information system, has entered in the field of civil engineering service. Okay, so now this is a time when the student of civil engineering should have the knowledge, basic knowledge of the operating of this particular kind of instruments, modern advanced instruments of surveying. Okay, without which some of the projects cannot be done. Okay, so if a student if a civil engineer knows about that instrument, how to operate them, how to prepare plan, how to make get work from them, and which instrument should be adopted for what purpose, until the civil engineer knows this, he will not be a good kind of engineer or a surveyor. Okay, so for that you should know the advanced surveying instruments operations. Okay, so this is the importance of this subject which MSBT has given to us. Now, as we all know, the I scheme of MSBT is based on the competency based outcome based education module. So the competency for this subject given by MSBT, our board, is that after learning this subject, students should be able to prepare plans, contour maps using advanced surveying equipments and techniques. What is the competency? Competency means the skill you should gain. What is the competency then? Prepare plans, contour maps using advanced surveying equipments and techniques. So you should all note it down. You should keep in mind every time while learning this subject that after learning this subject we should attain this. Okay, we should able to do this. Further, this competency can be attained by only after if we attain these outcomes, course outcomes, which are called as COs. If we can see that the course outcome first is, student should able to prepare plans using plane table survey, to prepare plans using theodolite survey, find distances and elevations using tachometer, set out simple circular curve, then prepare plans using total station instrument, then locate coordinates of stations using GPS. What are the course outcomes? The very first is to prepare plans using plane table survey, to prepare plan using theodolite surveys, to find distances and elevations using tachometer, then to set out simple circular curve, to prepare plans using total station instrument, and lastly to locate coordinates of stations using GPS. Okay, so these outcomes, if you attain, then it can be seen that the competence, you have attained the competency. Now we will see the teaching and examination scheme. Weekly it has 3 lectures, 3 hours for lectures and 4 hours for practicals. Total credits are 7. If we see the examination scheme, the paper is of 3 hours. Okay, the theory in the theory end semester exam, that is ESE, will be of 70 marks maximum and minimum required is 28. The theory PA, which includes micro project and your unit test 1 and unit test 2 average marks. Okay, it is of 30 marks, the minimum is 0. Then total it is theory becomes 100 marks and minimum you should attain 40. You should get 40 marks to pass this subject in theory. Now in practical, the end semester exam, the practical end semester exam will be of 50 marks, minimum you should get 20. And the practical PA, which includes your manual field, okay, that is field book and sheets, as you said you have submitted in the basic surveying also. So that way you should complete your term work, that we can say. That particular that will be practical PA, that will be total of 50 marks maximum and you should minimum get 20 marks. So this way the practical is maximum 100 marks and you should, to pass this subject in practical, you should get minimum 40 marks. Okay, so this way the complete subject is of 100 marks out of 100 of theory, this complete subject is of 200 marks, and out of 100 of theory you should get 40 marks, out of 100 of practical you should get 40 marks to pass the subject. Okay, so this is all about the teaching and examination scheme of the subject. If you have any doubt regarding the teaching and examination scheme, you can ask me on your classroom group. Okay, moving further, and also if you have any doubt in the subject, you can ask me on personal WhatsApp number. Now here is the course map. This is the basic methodology which the MSBT syllabus is following. MSBT syllabus is following. This is we can say a competency based, outcome based education model. So first of all we are given a competency, so that what skill you should gain. To attain that competency we should attain some course outcomes. Then to attain that course outcomes you should attain the practical outcomes, which are called as PROs. Then to attain that practical outcomes, the board has given the some selected unit outcomes, that is your theory, and affective domain outcomes that are related to your practicals and some topics. Okay, so this way board has given the designed your course. Okay, this is a course map. In your syllabus copy you can see a course map of this kind. Okay, as you can see behind me that various circles are given, and it is very difficult to show me now in this particular picture. Better you see it in the your syllabus copy, which I will be providing you in the Google Classroom. Okay, so the basic concept behind that, how to observe that particular course map, that I have given to you. To attain a competency you will require some course outcome, you should attain course outcome. To attain a course outcome you will be requiring practical outcomes. To attain a practical outcome you will need you need to attain unit outcome, affective domain outcomes, and some topics also. Okay, so likewise the course map is prepared, so likewise you should study it further. And also some there are practical outcomes are given, there are unit outcomes are given. Okay, the content topic are given to you in the syllabus copy, so you should go through it. So after that I am bringing the weightage of the particular topics. See here, 6 topics are there in a advanced surveying. First one is a plain table surveying carrying a weightage of 8 marks. Okay. Further, the theodolite surveying carrying a weightage of 24 marks. Then tachometric surveying will carry a weightage of 8 marks. So then curve setting is carrying a weightage of 8 marks again. Then advanced surveying equipments. Okay, this is carrying a weightage of 14 marks. And lastly, remote sensing and GIS is carrying a weightage of total 8 marks. Okay, and thus it completes the 70 marks. You should consider that each chapter which is given a weightage will be of 1.5 times its weightage in the question paper with option. Okay, if for example, if I say a plain table surveying is carrying marks 8 is carrying a weightage of 8 marks. Okay, so with option in the question paper it will be for 12 marks. Okay, so that way all the chapter you should think of. So here we can see the maximum weightage is there for the theodolite surveying, okay, which is carrying a 24 marks weightage. Okay, so it is also a 16 hours lecture, long lecture it is, a long topic it is. Okay, I think you have all gone through it, and now moving ahead. Okay, I will discuss about the micro project. Depending on you, it's you who are going to form a group. If you say you are okay with the last group of micro project, then you suggest me your names. Okay, which group which are your group members, which is your group number. So when you will provide me this group numbers and your group, okay, so I will be providing you I will be discussing you a micro project with you, and then we will decide some micro project for you. Okay, similarly, just like last year, you have to prepare first proposal, then a report, and then finally you have to submit submit your work also along it. So within this week we should if you give me the groups, okay, then I can let you know, we can discuss about the micro project topic, and by I think by the end of July, okay, you should submit the proposal. Okay, so the format of proposal I will be sharing with you people on a Google Classroom. That also I will be sharing, so need not to worry about it. So this way I will complete the introduction of this subject. Okay, so that's it, and hope you all have got the idea about the subject, what will be the subject, how will be the what are the course outcomes, what you are going to learn out of it, what is the weightage it is carrying. Okay, so with this I conclude today's lecture, and I wish you will be attending the further lectures regularly. Okay, you follow the timetable and be attentive. Thank you.